Hey guys, it's Roscoe, and on the Space Cat site, it's time for part 18 of my Star Wars book collection. So here we go. First is this, Lords of the Sith. This is one of the ones I picked up on Forbidden Planet. Let's just have a look at some of the images from it. There is Emperor Palpatine, of course, who I also acquired on that trip, and some shots of his throne room on the Death Star. Count Dooku, Lord Tyrannus. There's an interesting line in one of the Darth Vaders. First of all, there she is herself, a Sage Ventress, where Emperor Palpatine, you know, when he's telling Darth Vader about his plan, he said, Darth Maul was a loss, but Darth Tyrannus was a missile aimed and fired. You know, so he was expendable. Let's see, Anakin betrayed, but he's betrayed by Palpatine, of course. Your powers are weak, old man. Obviously, we reenacted this recently with my figures. And how can we forget Afra and the Murder Bots? What wonderful additions to the canon they are. I really hope we see them Rebels or even live action if that's possible. Next, also on that trip, the Essential Atlas, obviously some planets, many planets. So there is the core, or the colonies with the core and the deep core. And we've had a little bit of a look at some of this already. We'll have an in-depth in due course. Bonadan and Bestine, planets there. Nubia and Nemoidia, or Cato Nemoidia, I'm not sure. There you go. Cato Nemoidia is the city. And Jedi Civil War, or the Second Sith War. It's interesting. There's a spread of all the territory. And then there's several maps like that. The centrality and the corporate sector. I'm familiar with the corporate sector. Not sure about the centrality. That's a new one on me. Spice trade and the road to Kessel. So that's just a little look at that. We'll be having deep dives into that in due course, and obviously we'll be using it as supplementary material. Next, the annual that I picked up for, was it 50 pence, I think? And I really like the inside cover because it does remind me of that Egyptian hieroglyphic style that you've seen for Star Wars. You know, where there's like Finn doing Disney, he's got the bloody helmet, and there's all of that sort of thing. Kylo looking like an Egyptian god with his lightsaber. So there we go. There is some of the characters there. That's Starkiller Base. Finn, Rey and Kylo. Be very interesting to see them meeting up again. Whatever combination of the three of them meeting up. Now, there is Maz Kanata. Sarko Planka's one was up there. There is Arastor. There's Top Rey Facts. I did actually pick up Rey's Survival Guide today. That will be in part 19. There, of course, is Master Luke. And there's something for that. So that's just a few bits from the annual. Next, absolutely everything you needed to know about Star Wars, unless of course you watch this channel, in which case you learn it all. Now, the Fallen One. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere. If you don't like sand, then you definitely won't like molten lava. There's a good one. I do really like the Rebels animation style, especially when it comes to this, because this is actually, I believe, a Ralph McQuarrie concept, so that's why it's not exactly the helmet, it's just very, very similar. And there, of course, is Hondo Ohnaka. What was that? Pirate Menace. Jabba's cronies. There is Bib Fortuna. We saw his cousin, whose name I can't remember, also a Fortuna though, in one of the Rogue One guides. Gungans, unfortunately it's not Jar Jar, on their whatever their animals are called during the battle that they had. Stormtrooper on a dewback, that's a classic scene of course. Coruscant. Yeah, it's very nice. I always loved the depiction of Coruscant. Obviously very heavily influenced by Flash Gordon and all that sort of thing. Buck Rogers, all that style, which is what he wanted to make and couldn't. And there is just some stuff from Hoth. So, that's that one. Finally, we have this, which we did have a look at. So we will just have a look at a couple of images from it. because of course we have to have Lord Vader. It's a fantastic pose there. And that was that pull-out as well, wasn't it? And we'll have Han. Let's see, what else can we have? Boba Fett. So yes, that is just a quick look at that as we've been through it in depth already. Part 18 of my Star Wars book collection. Hold on to your hats for part 19, it's coming right up.